Hello, everyone. It's great to be with you today. Earlier this week, the tech world watched as OpenAI launched ChatGPT 5.3 Instant. It was fast, capable, and felt like a massive leap forward for everyday tasks. But just 2 short days later, they surprised everyone by releasing ChatGPT 5.4. Many are looking at this rapid timeline and asking, what just happened? Why the sudden shift? And more importantly, which one should you actually use to get your work done? In the next few minutes, we break this down. We cover the core problem, the structural framework, and the financial ROI. First, we look at the main conceptual differences. Second, we examine the actual benchmark results. And finally, we explore why this rapid launch timeline changes how your business should deploy AI. Let's start with the struggle we all face in the workplace right now. Currently, a lot of teams are trapped in a dangerous cycle that I call vibe-based engineering. Here's how it works. You type a complex prompt. The model gives an answer that sounds incredibly confident. It feels right. It has good vibes. So you copy it, paste it into an email, and ship it to your boss. But when you try that same approach for a genuinely complex professional task, like analyzing a messy financial spreadsheet or building a 50-slide quarterly presentation, the vibes fall apart completely. The model loses the thread, it hallucinates numbers, it stops being a helpful partner, and becomes a massive liability. Let's put a concrete number on that liability. If a financial analyst spends just 3 hours a week verifying and fixing confident but wrong AI outputs, that is valuable time stolen from deep work. At $50 an hour, that is over $7,000 a year per employee, wasted on cleanup duty. For a data team of 20 people, you are bleeding $150,000 annually, simply because your foundational tools cannot sustain long-term reasoning. This is exactly where the distinction between these two models becomes critical. ChatGPT 5.3 Instant was built fundamentally for conversation. It is designed to be lightning fast, to search the web seamlessly, and to handle your everyday questions with a massive 400,000 token context window. But ChatGPT 5.4 is a completely different beast. 5.4 is built specifically for deep, sustained professional workflows. It is not just a conversationalist. It is an analytical engine. It brings reasoning capabilities, similar to the powerful Codex series, directly into general purpose tasks. So what does that actually look like in practice? Take a project manager who needs to build a comprehensive end-of-year review deck from a folder full of scattered financial PDFs. With 5.3, you are having a prolonged back and forth chat, slowly coaxing the model to pull out the right revenue numbers, slide by agonizing slide. With 5.4, the dynamic changes. You ask once. The model independently maps out the logical structure, crunches the raw PDFs, and generates the entire presentation in one go. In fact, on strict benchmarks for document and presentation creation, 5.4 jumped from a 68% success rate all the way to a dominant 87%. That is the profound difference between getting a rough draft and a finished product. How does 5.4 actually achieve this leap? It comes down to exactly 3 structural mechanics. Step 1, reasoning transparency. When 5.4 takes on a complex task, it shows its entire logical plan up front. You can literally watch it think, and you can intervene to course correct before it goes down the wrong path. Yes, reviewing a model's plan adds a minute of manual work up front, but that small upfront effort prevents hours of frustrating rework later. Step 2, professional focus. 5.4 is optimized specifically for heavy spreadsheets, dense documents, and rigorous data analysis, achieving a state-of-the-art 83% score on the GDP-Val benchmark. Step 3, computer use. 5.4 interacts directly with code-based environments. It scored 75% on the OS World Verified Computer Use benchmark. It operates the system to get the job done. Let's look at a second example to see the real operational utility. Imagine a customer support team handling hundreds of complex product refunds every day. A benchmark, by the way, is simply a repeatable test scorecard. If an agent handles 80 out of 100 refunds correctly, that benchmark score is 80%. 5.3 Instant might handle simple, straightforward returns efficiently, but 5.4, armed with advanced multimodal reasoning, scoring over 81% on the MMMU Pro evaluation, can look at an uploaded photo of a damaged product, cross-reference the convoluted return policy, check the database, and execute the exact right refund protocol. That is not just a chat interface. That is a fully automated business workflow. Before we deploy this everywhere, we have to talk about the reality check. ChatGPT 5.4 is incredibly powerful, but it is not flawless magic. Because it takes real computational time to reason through problems, it is not instantaneous. If you just need a quick recipe or a brief summary, using 5.4 is computational overkill. And while the 1 million token context window is vast, giving the model unstructured, messy garbage data will still yield messy results. So, why did OpenAI launch these two models back to back? Because the market has fundamentally split. We no longer just need a smart chatbot. We need a fast assistant for our daily tasks. And we need a deep thinker for our actual, complex jobs. ChatGPT 5.3 is your fast, reliable assistant. ChatGPT 5.4 is your deep, analytical thinker. Don't just launch these tools into your workflow blindly. Audit them. Measure them against your own internal benchmarks. If you want more practical breakdowns like this, make sure to subscribe for more. Thank you.